Justin here from Reaction Brewing. We're going to brew a peanut butter stout today. We're going to make it a milk stout. We've got a pound of chocolate, cocoa powder. We've got a pound of lactose, 2 pounds of peanut butter, plus a stout recipe we're going to be putting to work today. So we got the water heating up now, pump recirculating. My black valve took a crap on me, so I didn't videotape the automatic water load because it wasn't automatic today. So we're going to grind the grains up here, and then we'll, once we get up to temperature, we'll mash in, dough in, and here's Matt. He's going to grind up our grains for us today. This grain mills work pretty well so far. You can see Matt's titties jiggling here in the video. That's nice. Oh yeah. Alright, we're up to temp. So we're going to dough in here. We got about 20 pounds of grain. We're circulating already. So we'll break all this up. Fine, if you turn the circulation on early, it really helps during the mash that it doesn't get stuck. You're not getting that big bed down there as long as you start circulating right away. So as soon as I turn everything on, or get the water loaded, I start circulating. So we got a pretty good whirlpool going right now. We'll leave this. We got a 60-minute mash time. So if you come up here, you see we got a pretty good whirlpool going. We'll leave that. We'll set the timer for 60 minutes and we'll be back. So we've been going for 60 minutes. Got a good mash going here. Got everything straightened out. Outlet valve wide open, or inlet valve wide open, outlet valve cracked just a little bit. Gonna mash out at 170, so we turn the temperature up. We'll be back in probably 10 minutes when this is up to temperature. All right, so we're at 170. We're gonna pull the basket out. Turn the element back on and we'll move the nipple down here. I'm sure this will go pretty well because it's not super hot. Move the bat, or the, oh yeah, exactly what I wanted to happen. Probably want to close that valve there first, and then do it. Put your clamp back on.
Gaskets on the floor.
At least this doesn't happen every single time. So, this incredibly hot stuff, tighten that up. Open your valves up. We'll turn the pump back on. Turn the element on. You want to come around here, we'll turn this up to 100%. Once we get to boil, we'll call it good on the draining of the basket and we'll start boiling. So we're going to try to remove the basket again. See how this goes today. It hasn't been going that great for me the last couple times. Like I said, if I was going to buy it again, I would definitely get the trolley system that he has on the bigger units. So as you can see,
How heavy you think that is?
it's gotta be 25 pounds of grain in it. So we got it unhooked. Into the trash can. Good to go. So we're at boil. We're gonna throw our first hop addition in. We got our hop spider. This is actually our only hop addition. We're gonna add 2 ounces of Willamette to the hop spider. Boiling, we're at 65%. We've got a pretty good rolling boil. So we'll be back. We're gonna do 45 minutes with these hops in. Then we're gonna add some peanut butter, the cocoa, and the lactose, and start sanitizing the chiller and stuff with about 15 minutes left. So we'll be back in 45 minutes. Here we go, we got boil going. We're at 110. I got it at 75% steak because we ended up a little low last time with a little extra wort. So you can see we got a pretty hard boil today. 110, 75% on the power. Choke back. We're cavitating the pump a little bit, so we choke back the discharge valves. We seem to be running pretty well now. Okay. All right, so we got to add our chocolate, lactose, and PB. So I'm going to kill the element just so we don't scorch anything on it. We got 1 pound Hershey's cocoa powder. We're going to throw in. Mix that up. Got 2 pounds of apparently Pbfit peanut butter powder. We're going to throw that in. We'll mix that up. Smell that peanut butter.
Smells good.
Try to break up all these clumps the best we can. And last, we're going to add this pound of lactose. We're going to cut this package open with this super dull knife. Pour that in. We'll mix that up. Try to mix it up really well so nothing clogs our pump, nothing burns on the element. So that should be good. Turn our element back on. We dropped 6 degrees, so we'll just crank this up. Try to get right back up to boil. Shut our pump off. Shut our inlet and our outlet valve. And what we're going to do is run the outlet of our pump into here. It's not hot at all, only 210 degrees.
He's a chemical process operator, so he knows what he's doing.
So I don't have to do one. Get a couple clamps over here. Pop this off there. Throw this on here. This on here. Tighten our clamp down. Open our valves back up, turn our pump back on. You can see we have water coming out now. Water coming out of here. We'll sterilize our heat exchanger here. We got 15 minutes left once we hit boil again, and we'll be back to cool everything down. All right, so done our 15 minutes with so we're gonna turn the element off. We're gonna open our water up through our heat exchanger. We're gonna open this all the way up. You can see we're starting to get a whirlpool in here. Starting to flow around the hop spider. So we'll be back probably a half hour. You can see how fast it's going down already, cooling off. That plate heat exchanger really works well, so 25 minutes, half hour, we'll be back, and we'll put this in the carboys. All right, so we're down to 69, cooling off still. We're gonna start transferring it, so I'll shut the pump off, shut the inlet valve, or outlet valve there. Take this guy out. Got a bucket of Star sitting over here, I'm going to throw it in. Pull this off. Turn the pump back on. So we're going to fill this up to about 5.5, 5.25 gallons, just above my 5-gallon line mark. Same thing on this one. And then we'll be back to add the yeast and the clarity firm. So we got our 2,000 milliliter starter here. We're going to pour 1,000 in this one. This thing went crazy, actually overflowed. Crawls and went right out the top, so 1,000 in that one. Oh, and the stirrer went in there. That's not bad. Done 4, so this is my 5th brew. I haven't dropped one in yet, so that's not bad. So we got those in. We'll throw the caps on real quick. Just got them sitting in a bucket of sour sand over here. What we have here is going to be a peanut butter milk stout, chocolate peanut butter milk stout. We're going to throw them in the fermentation fridge, give them a couple weeks, we'll keg them. We did try the cherry wheat today. We had just over 3 pounds of cherries to the boil in that, and there is no cherry flavor at all. So it fermented out all the cherry flavor. So I would recommend doing that at secondary. But thanks for joining us today. This brew went well, everything went well. So we'll be back. Probably be a couple months now before I brew again, because this is going to be 40 gallons on tap. It's probably enough for me until winter time. So thanks for joining us. Have a great week.